welcome to the 2024 Blood of Gods event here in downtown Walla Walla at Corliss Motor Company. I have the pleasure of meeting so many new people and wine people in the business, and that's really fun for me. And today I have Jim Fischer of Fossil and Fawn from Oregon. Jim, welcome. Tell me about your winery and your wine.
Oh boy, wow. Okay, so, so Fossil and Fawn is dedicated to this simple notion of trying to create odd and yummy wines. And so,
Odd and yummy.
Odd and yummy, right? So the idea is that wine should be fun, and then wine should be delicious. So I think that many of us have had wines that are sometimes perhaps too intellectual and too out there.
Yeah.
And that's not something that I'm interested in. But then also, you know, we try to also make wines that are approachable price point wise, and also classical, varietal correct, vintage correct versions.
Consumer friendly.
Consumer friendly.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Where's your winery located?
So we make wine in Forest Grove, Oregon, which is about 45 minutes west of Portland. And then we have a tasting space in beautiful northwest Portland, in kind of the downtown urban core.
Oh, very good. Now you have this wonderful bottle with a crown cap on it. Tell me about this particular wine.
Yeah, so this is our Piquette. And Piquette, yeah.
Piquet, if I recall.
Indeed, yep. So this to us, we call it jokingly hot dog water, and it has a hot dog on the label there. And Piquette is hot dog water because hot dogs are objectively delicious.
Yes.
And hot dogs are
Our
also
vehicle.
made from, let's say, you know, not the most desirable parts of the animal. So they're a way to take something that would otherwise be a waste product, reuse it, make something tasty with it. And Piquette is the same thing. So we have taken the pomace from one of our wines, so the dried grape skins. After we press it, we remove those skins from the press, turn on the garden hose, which feels so against the grain of everything else we do in winemaking. We're trying so hard to not include water when we're washing things into the wine. So we actually turn on the garden hose, add back a bit of Riesling juice, add back a bit of beet sugar, and then let the fermentation finish in bottle. So you end up with something that's light, refreshing, very easy.
Well, I had a taste of it. It's really exactly what you said, light and refreshing and delicious because you want more.
Yeah.
You also poured me a little white wine, which you called kind of an Edelswicker, if you will. And that is a blend from Alsace, which means mostly some noble grapes and some not noble grapes.
Correct, yep. So this is predominantly Auxerrois.
Auxerrois.
Which is a grape that, you know, there's not a lot of planted acreage in the Willamette Valley. And people, you know, realistically aren't necessarily all that familiar with, understandably.
One of those long names, hard to say.
I just think of it, I describe it to people as early ripening Pinot Blanc.
Yes, very good.
In many ways, that's in Alsace as well. A lot of wines labeled as Pinot Blanc have Auxerrois in them.
Yeah.
And so that's how we use it. So we use it with Auxerrois, Gewürztraminer, and Riesling. And so we want something that is rich and full-bodied. It's barrel fermented, aged on its lees for 10 months. And something that has lifted aromatics, but isn't like being assaulted by a perfume counter. You want a little bit of interest, but not something that feels a little too one-note or aromatically fatiguing.
Right. It's slightly balanced. It has some richness and texture. Certainly not fatiguing. Nice bright acidity, and easy and dry on the palate. Well, what a treat. Tell us about the website for your winery.
So we are at www.fossilandfawn.com. So if you head there, you can book tastings at our Portland tasting space. You can learn more about the wines that we make and a little bit more about Jenny and myself, who is behind me over there. She's the one doing the work while I'm the one here talking to the camera. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, me too. This is my buddy Tim doing all the work. Well, Jim, thank you so much. Appreciate it. What a pleasure to meet you. And cheers to Blood of Gods.